This video is about Ludwig van Beethoven's Piano Concerto No. 5 Emperor. I'll explain the most important things about the work and the composer. Ludwig van Beethoven composed his fifth piano concerto between 1809 and 1811. It was a difficult time for the composer, as Vienna was occupied by French troops. Beethoven suffered from the noise of the war and retreated to the cellar to work. The concerto was written at the same time as other important works such as the music for Goethe's Egmont. It was the last piano concerto Beethoven wrote. The Piano Concerto No. 5 is also known as the Emperor Concerto, although this name was not given to the work by Beethoven himself. An English music publisher is said to have chosen this title because he found the concerto particularly majestic. In Germany, the work is also known as the Imperator Concerto. The name has been retained to this day, although it does not correspond to Beethoven's intention. The first public performance of the Piano Concerto No. 5 took place on November 28, 1811, in Leipzig. The pianist Friedrich Schneider played the solo part. Beethoven himself was unable to attend the premiere. In Vienna, the concerto was first performed on February 12, 1812. The pianist was Beethoven's pupil, Carl Czerny. The audience was enthusiastic about the new work. The first movement of the concerto begins unusually with a solo for the piano. 3 powerful chords alternate with virtuoso runs. The orchestra then enters with the main theme. A lively dialogue develops between the piano and the orchestra as the movement progresses. The movement is full of energy and power. It contains many technically demanding passages for the pianist. At the end, there is a long solo cadenza for the piano. The slow second movement is in the key of B major. It has a calm, almost dreamy character. The piano plays a gentle, song-like melody. The orchestra accompanies very cautiously. In the middle of the movement there is a somewhat more agitated section. After that, calm returns. The movement ends quietly and fading away. It shows Beethoven's ability to write expressive and emotional music. The last movement is a lively rondo in E-flat major. It begins with a cheerful theme in the piano. This theme returns several times during the movement. In between, contrasting episodes are heard. The movement is very virtuosic and places high demands on the pianist. The piano and orchestra engage in a lively dialogue. Towards the end, the music builds to a triumphant conclusion. The movement shows Beethoven's humor and technical mastery. The fifth piano concerto is Beethoven's longest and technically most demanding concerto. It utilizes the full range of the piano of the time. Beethoven uses the instrument very virtuosically. The orchestra plays a more important role than in earlier concertos. Beethoven experiments with new harmonic turns. The work clearly shows elements of his late heroic style. It is considered the high point of the classical concerto form. With the fifth piano concerto, Beethoven cemented his reputation as the leading composer of his time. The work quickly became popular and was often performed. It influenced subsequent composers such as Brahms and Liszt. For Beethoven himself, it was the crowning achievement of his work on piano concertos. He proved that he had a complete command of classical form and was able to renew it at the same time. The concerto helped to consolidate Beethoven's international fame. Beethoven's fifth piano concerto is now part of the standard repertoire of all great pianists. It is regularly performed in concert halls around the world. Many famous performers have recorded the work. The concerto plays an important role in music education. It is often required for competitions and entrance exams. The work still fascinates today with its expressiveness and technical brilliance. It is considered one of the most important piano concertos ever written.